Whew, here we are. I think we're about to start this journey. I decided to sit down and do some talking in between some of the clips that you guys are going to see in the series, just because while I was editing these clips, I felt like it was very sporadic. I think the amount of randomness on these clips thrown together is very reflective of how my life has been for the last couple months. So the clips you guys are going to see start in May, but really this kind of mental process of moving, I guess it has kind of been going on since March. My emotions through these videos are very much like a roller coaster. There's some highs and there's some lows. I mean, I could have cut out the lows, but honestly, I don't want to, because I feel like it's a very raw emotion that you're gonna see from someone who is moving their life to another area of the world. I'm very happy that you guys have stuck around to watch me go through this journey, and I think we're gonna pick up in May. We are on our way to City Hall because we have to go get a bunch of paperwork for moving and applying for working visas and stuff. So wish us luck. I'm sure by the time I release this, y'all will already have heard the news. So yeah. City Hall. The amount of times we've had to go to City Hall is just staggering, and I know you're probably going to see me go to City Hall within the first couple episodes a lot, so bear with that. All right, today's May 11th. I have clothes on, and we tidied up the house and got things in order because we have somebody coming here. Eventually they're going to be giving rates, like moving rates by air and by ship, because as you guys know, we are moving. So yeah, we were under a state of emergency the beginning of the moving process, and the idea of having to leave the house and go to City Hall a lot kind of freaked me out, as well as having people come here to give us information about shipping stuff internationally via a moving company, and it was a lot to take in. So after they left, I was very all right. That was a lot of info, and I'm sorry, on my iPhone. I've never moved, well, I've moved from Canada to Japan, but like through movers, like an actual international moving company. It's like this big long checklist, so we can ship by air and we can ship by sea. So this company gave us like little seals, so if we want to move something by sea, we put a sticker on it, and this is for by air. That's just a lot of information. Yeah, anyway, we're slowly making moves here. Hello, I'm back. It's now May 12th, and I'm having my first Zoom Chinese lesson. I have all of my stuff here that I'm going to hook up to my phone, and I'm going to have my 2-hour Chinese lesson. We're having like an intro, learning about life in Taiwan, Chinese language. I mean, I studied Chinese for 2 years a long time ago, like my second and third year in university. So like, I forget a lot. I'm nervous. I get nervous meeting new people. Anyway, let's get the Zoom meeting started. It's quite common for people to be getting full body checks every year when you work for a nice Japanese company, but I actually have never had the opportunity to experience a full body check. I've only ever gotten certain checks done through my company, and experiencing this full body check was nice. All right, we are off to the hospital. That's why I only have a tiny bit of mascara on. I'm gonna end up wearing a mask. We're gonna get all of our tests done, and I think we're getting a lot of shots today, like needles, so. Visiting a clinic like this is the first time for me, so it was all very new. So I'm definitely thankful that I got to do the full body check. All right, back home from the hospital now. You can see the damage. I think I'm getting 5 vaccinations in total. I have to go back in 1 week and then in 4 weeks. So you get there and they take your body temperature right away because they want to make sure that you're not running fever. And then you change into the clothes that they give you, so it's like a t-shirt and slippers, and the lady told me I had to take my bra off, obviously because I'm doing x-rays and stuff on like my lungs. Got my pee tested, I got my eyes checked. Turns out I passed 100%. My ears checked, and they measured around my waist, breathing in and out. They checked my heart, I got like an EKG. They took my blood. At first she was gonna take from my left arm because I'm right-handed, but then when she put the thing on me and was trying to find the vein, it wasn't really working. And then she looked at my right arm and she saw a nice good juicy boy there, so she switched to my right arm and she took 3 things of blood. Before she drew the blood, she asked me, have you ever felt dizzy getting blood drawn or anything like that? I thought it would be okay because I have tattoos and I've had needles before. I watched them go and it's no problem. But I don't know, there's just something about drawing the blood. I don't know what it is. It makes me not feel good. So anyway, I told her that and she was like, maybe you should lie down here. After like the second vial, I started feeling like this weird feeling in my stomach. And then by the third, I was like, okay, yeah, I think I'm starting to not feel good. It almost feels like you're gonna faint. Like I can see black spots, like my vision becomes weird and I just don't feel well. And then I was like dripping cold sweat while he waits for me in the waiting room. He's no problem, like in and out, and I'm like, I don't really feel good. And then we had a meeting with the doctor, like the main guy there, and he went over all our tests and said things look good, like so far. And then we went on to the clinic part and got vaccinations. My husband was surprised they did it all in one arm because his nurse did it in both of his arms, but I had it in just one. So they give you a schedule when you have to come back. You have a card and stuff that you bring with you. And I'm getting 5 shots. I'm gonna get hepatitis A, hepatitis B, tetanus, rabies, and Japanese encephalitis. Oh my god. Anyway, that's it for the check-in. I'll probably check in with moving stuff again when it happens. Maybe next Monday when I have to go back to the clinic. It's now Monday and we're gonna go get the rest of our shots, as well as they take your temperature as soon as you go in. All right, we're back from the clinic now. There they are, 1, 2, 3. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I still have bruises from the last time. The bottom one there hurt so much. That needle hurt, and it hurt for like 15 minutes after. Like it felt like it was still in there. Like when she was done, she's like, okay, it's finished. I'm like, it's done, because it felt like it was still in there and the vaccine was like spreading. Like I could just feel it. And then T went, and then after I just didn't really feel well. So when we left the clinic, my vision was kind of like and my ears are going. So I said to my husband, like, I need to sit down. So legit, we sat on the side of the road. People must have thought I was dying. Either that or crying, because like my head was between my knees and I had to take my mask off and I was like sweating. Oh, I don't feel good. And he's just sitting there like rubbing me. We don't have to go back in until June 15th. It's now May 25th, so yeah. Do y'all see that? That's from all the vaccinations. We have come again to this clinic, but this is our last time to get shots and stuff. Woo! Finished. My arm was hurting, but everyone at the clinic was really great. The nurses were all so friendly. There was a few times that I got a little bit nervous because my temperature was very close to like the cutoff mark. Because of coronavirus, you cannot be okayed to do stuff at the clinic if you're 37.5 or over, but obviously it's hot while we're going to the clinic, so my body temperature would go up, and I naturally have a quite high body temperature to begin with, so it all went smoothly in the end. Oh, these are such big holes. I'm very happy and thankful that we were given a certain amount of hours to study Chinese with a private tutor online. She was so amazing because not only was she teaching me Chinese, She was also telling me a lot about Taiwan and the culture and why people are the way that they are. She was really my rock through the whole thing, like assuring me. So she was like more than just my language teacher at some points.
对，你是哪位？你是哪位？
I just boogied home from work. I'm a little late for this lesson, but we postponed it just because work's been kind of hectic with the coronavirus schedule and everything. But we got the Chinese lesson going on. I'm on lesson 10. And let me tell you, it's very hard thinking in English, trying to speak Chinese with a Japanese textbook. My brain is always fried at the end of our Chinese lessons.
Well, ping me.
Today is my man's last day with me. It's his last day in Japan. It's July 6th. Nobody really knows yet what's going on online, so I have to keep it all inside. Only my friends kind of know and are bearing with me. But yeah, he actually had to get tested for coronavirus the other day, and he went to the hospital to pick up his results because he has to bring the result papers with him to Taiwan, and then he has to do a 2-week quarantine in Taiwan, like in a special hotel. You can't like leave the room and stuff. This is his last night home with me. It is a Monday. I have to go to work tomorrow, so I can't see him off at the airport, which is really sad. In Japan, I'm gonna be wrapping up everything. Everything that you see in this apartment, your girl's gotta take care of. And that is on moving abroad in another country. I'm handling things in not my native language. It's adding stress to me as well as my work. There's been a lot of drama going on with work. I've gotten a few people messaging me being like, is everything okay? Da 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 da. And I appreciate everyone's messages. I just can't like come out with the news yet. But anyway, I'm feeling mixed emotions because obviously I don't want him to go. I'm gonna miss him. It's kind of a lot. Ugh. Oh my God. Ta-da. It's so bare. Do you have everything? Message me when you settle in the hotel, okay? I'm like that. He's gone. Okay, anyway, I have to get ready for work. No crying. Just check me. Is it cold?
Not cold.
You probably have AC, right? Hi guys, so it's now the evening and T contacted me when he landed in Taiwan, so he had no troubles getting to the airport. Well, obviously because of coronavirus, not many people going to the airport. The trains are not running as often. He also told me that the airport was dead, like nobody's there, obviously because of everything going on. And I'm just happy that he's safe and sound. I went to work, everything was normal, and yeah, now everything just feels so quiet. I'm gonna be lonely, obviously. It's different not having a date, you know, when to see your partner, but I know obviously we're going to be reunited again. Honestly, I think one of the hardest things about living here is leaving a lot of my friends and the idea of me not being able to see them as much as possible before I actually leave here, because who knows when I'm going to come back. I mean, I will come back for vacation. It's just, you know, I don't know when that's going to be okay for travel restrictions and stuff. Some of my girlfriends online arranged a little tiny like get together. We rented a private Japanese, old style Japanese house. We basically didn't leave. We walked to the beach and just walked the beach for like an hour and then went back to the house and all got to spend some quality time together. And I think through the videos you only see like one fraction of my life. You actually don't see the friendships behind the scenes or the group chats that people are in or the personal messaging and whatever that you do to people every day. Shams.
Hopefully it's that time to calm down.
I'm scared.
Woo! I'm good. I'm a professional.
I can't do it. I think it's down.
Sit.
Good morning everyone, it is 6:35. Currently just getting ready. Today is my last day of work, like ever. having a little bit of like a freak out. I've quit jobs before, you know, I know what it's like, but never have I quit a job that I've been at for like 8 years. It's a very bizarre feeling. So I'm just getting ready for my last day of work in Japan. Kind of bittersweet. Yeah, so I guess the cat's out of the bag. Basically, I was a school teacher in Japan. I was in the public school system. I've taught around Japan. I've taught all different age levels of Japan. So basically you would call me an assistant language teacher, although every ALT position I feel like is different and depends on the person and the school that you're at. So for me, I did 100% of my classes. Actually, I want to do a Q&A, so if you're interested in teaching in Japan and you have any questions for me, I have 8 years under my belt. I'm more than happy to answer questions. I've taught elementary school, I've taught a lot of junior high school, and I've taught high school.
I almost forgot a sweat cloth. That mask, most important. The fan. It can get quite humid under the mask. All right, all ready to go to work. Let's go. Goodbye. I think I'm gonna get a cake to take home. How cute.
I'm home now and I can't believe I'm done. Like, I'm not working. I'm just gonna register this transportation stuff. Yes, so today we got an earthquake alert.
They're not.
And it scared the crap out of me because when you're at home and an earthquake alert goes off, like, you're home, you can manage it your own way. But when you're at work, especially when you work in a school, things are done a certain way, especially if the earthquake is strong. There is certain procedures that are supposed to be done and that we go over every year. Like I said, I could talk about that in another video. But yeah, so I'm excited because tomorrow T is going to be virtually calling me and we're going to be looking for apartments. So I gotta be ready for that. Obviously I'm not there to look at apartments. And I was gonna get a bottle of champagne to celebrate me finishing work, but I don't often like to drink by myself. I just decided to get cake instead, which is probably not any better, but I got a fruit tart and I'm gonna eat that and celebrate. A lot of people were always very curious about what I did for work in Japan, and that's what I did, basically what I told you guys. But yeah, that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.